Welcome, Rebecca. Thank you for joining me today. You've been in Live Fully Alive for a little while now. You've completed Earth Medicine. I would love to hear about your journey so far.
Yeah. So Earth Medicine was definitely a deep exploration of the foundations of a lot of my self-belief. I found the yoga and the functional strength anatomies to be really good foundationally too, to just start feeling stronger in my body. So it was really hitting on body, emotions, spirit, mind, everything got a nice little foundational layer put down and then started to chip away at some of the spots that needed to be reworked. And I really like the inclusion of the physical. It's something I've known for a long time that you need to move the body to really be able to move the emotions and move the energy and move stagnant thoughts. But you really put it into practice well with these yoga classes that are bringing us back to the themes that we've been exploring, the mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic realm. Now it's like in the body too. And it's great because some of the stuff is really heavy that you're moving through, and having that chance to like move through it physically is great. I'm starting to use exercise as a tool for my anxiety a lot more. This has been great. You bring something up, like, oh gosh, I have to look at that, and then just move through it, and then you're feeling better. I would recommend it to other people because no matter what you are working on, like whatever your goal is, using this method of looking at it from all these different angles and the guided meditations as well, really letting your own subconscious bubble up and give you some guide. However you define it, it could be in this guided meditations, it could be that there is a guide that's external to you coming and giving you advice, or it could be that you're making space for your subconscious to bubble up and give you some advice. Whatever it is, the advice I've been getting is great, and it's always been a really good reflection. It's a very well made and well held container, but then you're doing your own self work within it. It's not, Allie's not here being like, I'm going to be your life coach and I'm going to tell you what to do. You're actually very different from that. You're saying, you know what you need to do. Listen inward, listen to yourself, what's coming up for you. And I think that that is huge for people to get a lot of self-agency and self-direction and building trust in yourself, but being guided and held along the way. So no matter what somebody's wanting to work on in their life, I think this is a really great model to do it. The thing that was the most challenging was this idea of like, oh, every week there's so much to do. But once we actually plugged in and we're starting to do it, it really is a go at your own pace. There's no pressure. Like if you don't finish a week in a week, it's not like, okay, well, gotta play catch up and do a week and a half next week. It's a go your own pace. And so that's been really great. And it's amazing how the group that is going through it together right now all ended Earth Medicine like the same week together, even though it was definitely not done in 4 weeks. So the timing's happening as it's supposed to happen. So I think originally I might have gotten a little worried about that and like, how am I going to fit this into my schedule? Because yeah, you want to do everything. Like everything that you offer is great and it builds upon itself. Some weeks I do an entire week in 1 week, and other weeks take me 2 to 3.
And what would you say to someone who's afraid to get started? They're like, oh, I don't know. Should I do this? What would be your advice?
Oh, just do it. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Yeah, to lean in, like, what are you nervous about? Because that's probably the place where you most need to grow. So I don't mind sharing what I'm working on with this is I'm working on my codependent patterns in relationships. And it's been a rocky, wild ride because I'm doing radical, like foundational work on myself. But at the same time, even though like if I had known like where I'd be right now at the beginning of the course, I might have been like, oh no, I don't know if I'm ready for that much growth or those changes or anything. But now that I'm here, I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So, it's all a process, it's all a journey. And it's very held and it's very supported. So, and it's all self-directed. Nobody's making you do anything. It's you coming to your own realizations on your own time. And I know that can be really scary, especially if you're like codependent and you want to have everything like externally validated for you and don't want to have to be independent and make up your own minds and do the tough things. But now that I am, it's like, okay, yeah, this is what I have to be doing to get to that wholeness and to feel, yeah, more stable and more empowered. I'm really excited to see how it continues and, the little tidbits. I've just started water medicine already, and it's already a potent medicine there. Even though change is scary and change can be very overwhelming at times, I'm in it right now and I like where it's going, even with the discomfort. So it's worth it in my book. Give it a try, jump in and see what shifts for you. Because I think you're gonna like what's on the other side of it.